Are you making someone wrong for what they did in this world of illusions? If you did, it's probably hurting you a lot more than it's hurting them. And I'm about to talk to you about it a lot more after this. When you're judging someone or making them wrong for things they have done, it could hurt their feelings. It could hurt them in a number of ways, but more often than not, it's hurting you much more than it's hurting them. It's probably taking your peace of mind. Don't judge them. Just let it go. Don't think about it. And why not? Because that person who you are making wrong or who you are talking bad about is acting or speaking from their ego. And that's the reason why you see them as doing so much wrong. Unless it's coming more from you, which I'm not talking about this time. If they're really doing something in this world of illusions that appears really wrong to you, they're speaking or acting from their ego most often, unless there's something about you you don't see. I guess I might talk about that in another video, but usually that's the case. So why do you look away from this? Because the Holy Spirit doesn't see egos or ego-produced actions. The Holy Spirit doesn't see those things. It doesn't see those bad actions, those ego-related actions. So if the Holy Spirit doesn't see them, being more like the Holy Spirit and being as pure of soul as you can, look away from it as much as you can. If you perceive bad a person has done or perceive bad things a person has done, don't look at that. Look only at their soul. Stay maybe distant from them. Don't get yourself involved with them. You can smile at them and be decent, but look only at the soul of them. See their soul in your mind and realize that their soul and your soul are one. If you see and perceive that negative side of them, a friend of mine has said, if you spot it, you got it. So whatever you see negative in them, in another person, there's some part of, if it bothers you, if it irritates you, upsets you, if you can just pass it by easily, this may not be true, but if you spot something and it bothers you, it irks you, it annoys you, it angers you, then there's some part, some element of that in you. Because if there's nothing in you that's related to that or has anything to do similar to that, it's not going to upset you. I know this is kind of deep and kind of hard to understand, but things that you have nothing, no single string of in you, don't really upset you. And now this might be, yes, get ready, other lives or things that you have not dealt with in this life. It could have been something that you have no perception of, but if it upsets you, there is some string of that thing in you, in your past lives, things like that. I'm going to just really quickly recap the idea that I was talking about here. And it basically is, do not point out or think about any person's ego-related actions, any person's negative, hateful, kind of mean related actions. The Holy Spirit doesn't understand or see the errors of the ego and the ego-related actions. So we as humans in this world can become a lot more peaceful and a lot more pure of mind if we just think like the Holy Spirit and just don't even look at it. Don't even think about the negativity you're seeing. It doesn't mean you have to be with that person, go to lunch with that person, hang out with that person, but just look away from those negative things. Only see the good in their soul and the ways that they're one with you. If you know about oneness, then you know that what I'm saying is true. Only think about the ways that they're one with you. Only think about the good in them. Like I said, you don't have to put yourself in dangerous situations, in situations to be receiving the mean side of that person, but just look away. Look away from the negativity. Hopefully this helps somebody. Love you guys so much, and I will talk to you very soon. Mwah.